welcome back to the Geeky Pup Show today. For what? For what? For the Amazing Spider-Man!
Yeah.
Issue 24. But before we get into this maddening issue, let's meet our cast and crew. To my side, he's small, green, and now he's red and blue and web swinging. It's Froggy.
What is it like to be an unfriend? Let me tell you, my friends. My unfriends. It sucks.
I'm sorry. If you look below, it's the Eric of all Breens, and he, Mysterio, the master of the monologue. Eric Breen.
Frog, I'll be there for you.
Like I'm there for you too.
In the latest episode of And Friends.
Pivot.
And lastly, the only thing that lasts longer than the And Friends joke is that never dying Christmas tree. Oh, but look, it's our narrator and almost every woman in the world to us, Mirania.
Frog, Eric, thank you for being my and friend. We traveled down the road and back again.
I want to be Blanche.
You slut.
I don't know which one's Blanche.
The slut.
And that's what's her name? Rue McClanahan.
Okay.
I'll just be the mom.
Sophia has some of the best lines in the whole show.
That makes Mirania, are you Dorothy? Does that make me Rose?
Yes.
Because Rose is a ditz.
And a rose by another name.
Well, you know.
Well, no, we're never getting. Rose by any other name always gets in the credits because it's Puppeteen show.
I was gonna say a rose by another name is Puppeteen. The only name that counts. So
yeah,
I guess the only golden girl that matters is Rose.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't going to say anything, but
I was kind of hoping you wouldn't.
We long for that day.
Okay, it's time for the Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Spider-Man goes mad.
Yeah.
A startling mystery tale in the mighty Marvel tradition. Another smashing offbeat thriller for the great new breed of magazine reader. For you.
Hey, the MMS wants you.
Just wait. You'll see. Scrooged. And if go ahead. There we go.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yes.
The shocker you never expected to read. Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Goes mad. Another towering triumph from the House of Ideas. Packed with more action thrills and surprise villains than you can shake a web at.
Hey, Madam Narrator.
Yeah.
Who's the mighty script by?
Oh, that's by Stan the Man Lee.
Well, how about that long-necked art by?
Oh my God. That's by Steve Giraffe Neck Women Ditko.
Hey, where's the color?
There's no color in this.
Then why isn't Zach here?
Yeah.
And who's doing a lot of lettering today?
That's S. Rose, and he and the other guy are like the main letterers.
Has anybody ever questioned why the letterer of all people doesn't have his entire first name lettered?
Yeah,
well, maybe the letterer just didn't want to do it.
Because it doesn't fit in the box. That's why.
Oh yeah, it would not fit. Yeah. Well, actually, Sam. If his name is Sam.
You know what?
It absolutely would. You could fit Steve Ditko. You could fit Sam Rosen.
Yeah. But maybe he was moonlighting.
I'm just posing a question.
Yeah, I wondered that too. Anyway, let's.
Yeah, now I don't know why it doesn't say Stanley and Friends. I mean,
pretty much.
We do things around here.
Yeah.
That's basically how Stan Lee views it.
Okay. This is the house Peter Parker lives in. And what could be more natural than finding Peter Parker himself inside? The doorbell is just rung. Peter's just answer it, and away we go.
Pagoda! It's a COD for May Parker.
It's
I
an
think
Irish
it's some of
delivery
Anna
boy.
Watkins' booze.
Yeah.
That'll be $6.75.
Yes.
Call of Duty.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Aunt May's not here. I'll get the money from the cookie jar. Not much left. She's been spending on hooch again.
For those young people in the audience, COD was cash on delivery. Back in the day, that actually was a thing, and sometimes it still is.
Here's $7. Keep the change, you filthy animal. It's the new hat she bought for Miss Watten's drunken tea party.
Sure, and I'll reach out with me pixel fingers and take the money.
Uh-huh.
Poor Aunt May. No matter how she scrimps and pinches pennies, we just can't save any money. I've got to help out somehow, and I know just the way to do it.
Embezzle a few bucks yourself.
Yes.
Let's take those old records off the shelf. Exactly 5 minutes later.
Unlike the last reading we did,
Yep.
I haven't sold any news photos to Jonah Jameson in weeks because, well, I've been studying. But now with my trusty old sidekick camera hooked onto my belt, I'm going to find some hot new scoops to photograph. Just like a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man should.
Here's a scoop. How is he flying around on a web that's not attached to anything?
Except his
The bottom of the panel, the bottom of his caption box.
Yeah.
Like I said, coloring. Forgot to color that white.
Yeah, and not to mention, look at his feet.
Yeah, he's got flippers.
He's got duck feet, man.
Just my luck. I've never seen this city so quiet.
The city.
The city.
I can't even find Jay Lucian or a big bad litter bug to photograph. Uh-oh.
I found Jay's right here.
Oh, there he is. Well, bless my britches. What the hell's that? Looks like a nice, healthy burglary. Going on down below.
Yeah, that was a saying back in the day.
So this must be a first story man.
Yep, literally.
Is that a Sandman?
Could be.
It's just a small time stuff, but it'll pay better than a picture of the Brooklyn Bridge.
Yep.
I'll set up the camera right here. Now all I've got to do is wait till they come out with their loot. Only danger is that I might get bored to death.
But before very long.
Hey guys! You're just in time for fun and games! Geronimo!
Look, it's Spider-Man.
Yes.
Ah, shucks. I wanted it to be a surprise. That's why I yelled it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, now that you recognize me, let's get better acquainted
Oh my.
as I kill you. Wait, don't be shy. Hang around a while. Must have let them get out of camera range. Oh, but this looks awfully impressive in living color. Hey,
In
Zach?
living
You
color.
can do what you want to do.
In living color.
Everybody here is equally kind.
In living color.
If I run in the Fire Marshal Bill, I'm ending it. Might
My
as well.
friend, you are Metamucil.
No, he was in the other reading last night. Might as well wrap this up, kiddies. My automatic film roll is probably used up by now.
So's your mother, Trebek.
Uh-oh. Spider sense is tingling. Someone's behind me with their giant hand.
Uh-huh.
Oh, no. No! It's Foswell. He's still working for Jonah Jameson?
Don't look at me that way, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I'm not one of that gang. I'm a reporter. I'm a big man. I was passing by and heard the commotion. Wait, where are you going?
Drat the luck. Peter Parker just can't sell pictures of that Robert Jameson now. Oswald would remember that Parker wasn't there during the robbery. Only Spider-Man was. He might suspect my real identity. Can't afford to take the chance.
Thus, after carefully destroying the negatives,
What a fizzle! A mighty fizzle that idea was. I'm all out of film, and I haven't enough dough with me to buy any more. Oh, I'm in neighborhood. I guess I may as well drop over to see Betty.
uh-huh,
Have you heard about Betty? Betty Spaghetti.
yes.
Maybe she could give me a lead or a lead, or about a photo scoop. Which, better duck fast.
Copy boy! Where in the blazes is that blasted copy boy?
Good thing old Jonah didn't see me. He hates me hanging around if I haven't any pics for him.
Copy boy!
Wow, I'm sure his neighbor's gonna hear that.
It's 8:29. They can deal with it.
I'm sure I wouldn't want to be missing Copy Boy when JJ finds him. Well, now's my chance. Like, psst, Betty, got a few minutes to talk to a fella?
Peter Parker, what on earth are you doing there? Under the desk.
I'm checking for
No, get under the desk.
molded spores, fungus. Also hiding from old Stoneface Boy. How can you stand him all day?
His bark is worse than his bite. Honestly, you look so silly down there.
But since you're down there.
Oh no, you better get down. Mr. Foswell is passing by.
Ow! Now I know how the Three Stooges must feel.
You are Curly.
Hey, you dropped a letter, Betty. It's addressed to fucking net leads. Porters in Europe. Wait, she's still writing to him?
Oh, you found my letter.
Yeah, and I read it too. Couldn't help it. It just fell right into my hands. I didn't still know you were writing to that dweeb, Ned.
Well, you see, he just wrote to me and he said he was so lonely in Europe, being a stranger there and all, that I just took some, interesting photographs for him.
Oh, so it's kind of like, it's sort of like that brought out your mother instinct to send photos, new photos to him. Makes sense.
Peter, I've never heard that tone in your voice before. Wait, you're not angry, are you?
Why should I be angry just because my girl writes to some other fella? I've got to go now. Regards to your pen pal.
Consumed by a nagging jealousy and hating himself for it, Peter Parker again changes to Spider-Man
Yes.
as he swings through the city, trying to drive the disappointment from his mind.
What's wrong with me? What do I care who Betty writes to? We're not engaged.
Then finally the mood passes and
I better get home before Aunt May returns. Wonder if Foswell and Jonah will use the story of me nabbing those pictures. I was nabbing those burglars. I'm done.
and at that very moment,
Well, I'll admit it's not much of a story, Mr. J. Jonah Jameson. Just a few punks caught by Spider-Man.
Yes.
Well, maybe we can hook it up a little. How about writing it as though Spider-Man
Yes.
is the villain he truly is? We could say he was brutal to those misguided crooks.
oh come on, Jay.
No. Spider-Man
Yeah.
Yes.
is the one who sent you to jail months ago, Foswell. How do you feel about him now?
Well, I try not to think about him anymore and just smoke my Chesterfields.
Yeah.
Hey, you didn't ask.
Yeah.
They're
As
my
seen,
own.
as seen in Spidey number 10, Stan.
He needs some more Chesterfields if he sounds like a girl.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No. Okay, Foswell. Let one of the Sob sisters rewrite your story and put some schmaltz in it. I'll bet he's one guy who hates that masked menace more than I do. Say, that gives me a great idea for a new series. Instead of me always writing editorials against him, I'll print other people's opinions about why they all hate him.
And then you'll get this pencil out of your mouth.
The very next day, Jonah Jameson, because he doesn't deserve CJs, has reporters interviewing people all over town.
Now then, ma'am, if you'll just speak into this microphone, I'll get your answer down on tape. Why do you hate Spider-Man?
Hello!
Go ahead.
I'm bored. I have any lines. I never said I do hate Spider-Man.
Yes.
I love him.
Look, do you want your name and picture in the paper, don't you?
Well, give me a minute. I'll think of some reason.
And under the right kind of questioning, it isn't long before the Daily Bugle reporters have the answers Jameson wants. If you ask me, he's too creepy looking in that manskin costume.
Everyone knows he's a Publix menace.
Yes.
I say he should be put in jail for life for giving us too much pleasure.
Yes.
What on? Wait, read to this.
What?
To the lady lastly at the top.
What honest man would prowl the city at night the way he does without bringing me some chicken
Well, if he
and waffles?
Yeah.
If he ain't just a plain crook, why don't he just tell
And cornbread.
Why doesn't he just tell everybody who he is? Answer me that, boyo!
I say he's a coward. He fights and then runs away.
Oh my!
Yes.
But in the vast sprawling metropolis, there is one who is ever loyal to Spider-Man.
Yes. Hey, one side. Let me through. I want to talk to our Crumb.
Uh-huh.
I thought it was Harry.
Look, Big Mouth, my name's Flash Thompson, and I'm captain of the Midtown High football team. I think Spidey's the greatest, and you better print that.
Sorry, son. I'm all out of tape now. And have you ever been in the room with Jameson before?
If you keep quoting only the people who hate Spider-Man,
Yes.
the only tape you'll need will be adhesive tape to put on the fat lip I'll give you. Do you read me?
Sure. We always try to be fair on the Bugle.
Woo!
Well, I gotta run now. Bye!
Meantime, Liz Allen, Flash's reluctant girlfriend, speaks to Peter Parker.
Petey.
You gonna start that again?
I did.
Are you really gonna start it now, you two?
Are you gonna finish it?
I was getting ready to speak, and you wouldn't let me.
Instead of yelling at us, just read the line. Go ahead.
Are you going to finish that?
Petey, you are the best student in the entire senior class. I wonder if you do me a big favor.
Sure, Liz. Anything I can. What is it?
I'm doing badly in my grades.
I already know that. That's not what's new.
I'm doing badly in my grades in science. I was wondering if you could coach me something. You're such a whiz at it.
Sure, Liz. The first chance I get, I'll be glad to.
That's
Yeah.
not a woman's hand, though. That looks like a guy's chunky hand.
Hey, she's got a great grip.
I bet so. After 47 minutes of Flash, she has to have a good grip.
Oh,
Yeah. But by now, Spider-Man's
Yeah.
Yeah.
yes.
biggest fan has reached the scene.
Puny Parker's trying to beat my time with Liz again. How I hate that egg-headed bookworm.
Thanks a million, Petey dear.
Why am I hot for a high school girl that wears orthopedic shoes?
And those gams, they're worse than Aunt May's.
They're worse. I was just going to say that. Come on, Steve.
That's because Aunt May's gams are the best.
She's wearing compression socks.
I saw that too. Or they're ankle tats.
Those are ankle shoes, ankle strap shoes.
Well, I'll prove that I'm the one she's nuts about. Hey, Grandma, I was just looking for you.
Sorry, Flash. I can't stop now. I have to run. Toodaloo.
So, she had time to talk to a nobody like you, but when I come along,
Why would anyone want to talk to you, bird brain? It gets boring using nothing but one-syllable words.
you think it's easy being monosyllabic? It won't mean anything to beat him up now, with nobody looking, but someday, when I get the chance, with a crowd around.
Poor Flash. It's not easy being green. If you ever found out he's wasting all that hatred on this web-slinging idol, the look on his face.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, the first of Jameson's new anti-Spider-Man
Yes.
series hits the streets and almost immediately becomes the talk of the town.
Man, I never thought they'd put a black man in a Marvel comic in 1964.
And he's a ginger, too, on top of it.
Shit.
And plus he's gray.
Wait, is it exactly blackface?
I never thought Spider-Man was so bad, but everybody else does. I guess I was wrong.
Yeah. He must be a menace if everyone else says he is, because that's how stupid we all are in New York.
Yep. Eric, you can take this one.
I'm going to write the mayor. Why isn't Spider-Man
Yes.
behind bars?
I say we ought to get up a petition to get Clint out of jail.
Yeah.
But first, you'd have to find the Clint.
Clint, I love you.
Why did you do that?
Because I don't know why. I just had Stockholm Syndrome and I missed it.
I wasn't even doing that one on that lady.
I know.
But thanks.
And in the office of Jonah Jameson, who does not deserve 3 J's, by the way.
I deserve them all.
No, you don't.
No.
All his sweetness and light.
What a brainstorm this was. People are all starting to hate Spider-Man
Yeah.
Yes.
all over again. And this time, it can't backfire against me. Ha! All I'm doing is publishing the results of an absolutely impartial, unbiased newspaper survey.
Oh.
La-di-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Mr. Jameson, Dr. Ludwig, Rinehart is here to see you.
All right, show Dr. Ludwig Rinehart in. I'll see anybody today. Tra-la-dee-la-da-la-da. Who the hell are you?
This is
Mysterio.
Whoa, you, Mysterio.
Yes, Eric can take it.
I'm here on vacation from Europe. As a psychiatrist, I'm very interested in reading about this Spider-Man of yours.
Yes.
I've handled cases similar to his. From my experience, I can say he's a very, very sick man. Oh, yes, very sick indeed.
Mm-hmm.
You see, he is in a fantasy world now, with doctors and TARDISes and cures for narcolepsy every Wednesday night. He wants to be a spider. But of course, he is a human being. It is only a matter of time before his id and his ego get so confused, so gargantuan, that they become puppeting in nature.
Yes, indeed.
And he forgets who he really is. And then he will suffer a severe breakdown.
Well, that sounds perfectly logical. Wonderfully logical. But how can you be so sure?
Because I'm a doctor, you ninny. If you are interested, I would be happy to provide proof of my theory. This case interests me greatly. I have much data I can show you. Want to see my
Well,
data?
excellent. Come back tonight at 8 o'clock, let's say. I'll be waiting to see your proof, Doctor.
Then as soon as the psychiatrist has departed,
Get me the press room. Prepare for an extra. An interview with a famous doctor who can prove that Spider-Man
yes.
is a nut. Miss Brandt, send my editors in here first.
Fast.
And the next day, after Ludwig Rinehart has presented his findings to Jameson,
Gosh! Some European psychiatrist claims that Spider-Man is a mental case.
yeah.
He says he's sure to crack up real soon.
Oh, don't treat such things, dear. They'll give you nightmares like Madman in a box.
Well, don't worry, Aunt May. With you, there's The Walking Dead. I have plenty of nightmares.
They shouldn't print all that alarming crime news for young, impressionable boys and girls to read.
Huh? No. I guess not, Aunt May. Whew. Almost gave myself away.
If you ask me, that horrible Spider-Man
Yes.
Yes.
should be put in prison just like any other menace to society.
I'm not a public menace to society, though.
Mm-hmm.
I've got to call Betty. See what she knows about Dr. Rinehart. I'll use my giant fingers.
Mm-hmm. And so,
Yes, Peter, the article is true. It seems that this Dr. Ludwig Reinhardt is a famous European psychiatrist who is an expert on cases like this with no European accent. He is convinced Spider-Man
yes.
Yes.
will soon become a mental case. Peter, why don't you say something? Peter, I love you!
This is awful.
That'll be 35 cents for gimmick infringement.
It used to be a quarter.
This is
Inflation.
Biden's America, baby.
What if I'm cracking up and I don't know it? I've got to find that doc. Talk to him. Make him realize he's Wong.
But just outside Pete's house we find,
Liz wasn't home when I phoned. And now Parker is rushing off somewhere. Is she really going out with him?
Yeah.
Is she really going to take him home tonight?
uh-huh.
I wonder if he's going to meet her somewhere.
Take me home.
Oh, tonight. But it is virtually impossible to trail someone who possesses a spider sense without being detected. Hence,
Flash Thompson is following me. I've got to shake him. Fast.
shake and bake 'em.
If I find out that he's meeting Liz on the sly, I'll myrtleize him.
Mm-hmm.
My best bet is to take my spider beam, which you'll never see again in Marvel history.
Oh, you see a couple times.
Well, in his hand like that.
Yeah, true.
You'll never see my Shocker t-shirt either.
I thought he stole that from Charlie Brown.
Right. Well, it's definitely not from Archie. Or Richie Cunningham.
Uh-huh.
My belt loader and attach some webbing to it. Now's my chance before Flash reaches the corner.
Hooking onto the ledge, the skillfully thrown spider beam sends a sharp, bright light cutting through the evening darkness. Wait, whoa.
Perfect! Flash can't miss it. My bad.
Wowie zowie! The Spider-Man signal.
Yells.
That means the Firefly Funhouse must be nearby.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, with logic, it would be swinging back and forth, and you'd be like, what the hell's going on? Wouldn't stay in the air like that.
His attention caught by the dazzling spider signal, Flash Thompson suddenly forgets the speeding youth who loses himself within the shadows.
That was easy enough. And now I've got to change clothes so I can really move. I should learn where to find Rinehart at the Beagle. The Daily Beagle.
Yes. And as Peter Parker vanishes into the night, he leaves behind a mystified fellow teenager.
Which way did he go, George? Which way did he go? I don't get it. The lights went out in Georgia. What happened to Spider-Man?
Yes. Meantime, at the Bugle offices.
Shouldn't that be meanwhile?
Well,
Yeah.
It's meantime is one letter, smaller, so it'll fit better.
Any letters Sam can save.
Yep.
It's Dr. Rinehart, Mr. Jameson. He's saying that time is being mean. He'll be over later tonight with still more evidence that Spider-Man's
Yes.
sanity can't last much longer. Good. I'll wait here all night for news like that.
And on a nearby rooftop, Santa Claus is up there.
Holy crap, there's Eric's evil black cat. There's also a light on in Jameson's office. He'll know where I can find Dr. Rinehart. I've got to see him. Glad I didn't forget to grab my spider beam again.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, imagine there probably is like 30 of those scattered across New York
Yep.
City.
But then at that very instant...
What's that? There's something in there. Something's coming out of the wall. Dr. Octopus?
Give me those gams! Not your gams, your aunt's.
But what's he doing here? And how did he get through the solid wall?
Why is he wearing an orange jumpsuit?
I have no time to puzzle questions out. He's attacking me. I've never known him to move so silently, so noisily. This is nice. I hate it when he talks. He's like a little jungle cat. Ow. If I could just grab his arm... crap. And tangle them together. What the hell? He's gone. He's gone. He vanished right before my eyes. But this is mad. Impossible. Inconceivable. He's not a magician. He's not Doctor Strange. How?
But the teenage adventurer receives a new shock in the very next second.
Sandman? Racing out from beneath my feet? What kind of crap is this they blundered into? There's a cat again. Watch out, Sandy.
Yep.
No, it's just looking for a litter box.
Yep. Well, that's why you Sandman.
There isn't even time to think. To devise a plan of action. He's coming right at me. And he's as silent as a Dr. Octopus. Not saying a word. You know, it's the improvement for all my villains.
Mm-hmm. Then, moving like the experienced fighter he is, Spider-Man
Yes.
lashes out with a powerful blow, employing every ounce of his amazing spider strength, but then...
Sandman vanished also. It is impossible. And yet, it happened twice, right in front of me. Or did it really happen? What if the doctor is right? This could be the start of my crack up. I've heard of things like this. It begins with whose hallucinations. The victim starts imagining things. I've got to get away. So far away. I need time to think. To clear my brain. To yawn.
Uh-huh.
What if I'm becoming schizoid? Perhaps this double identity bit is really finally getting to me. And with all of my power, if I should ever lose my marbles, I would really become a terrible menace to society.
Mm-hmm.
And to mankind.
And dude love.
Yeah.
Huh.
Check.
Yes. But once again, before Spider-Man
Yes.
Yes.
can fully marshal Dylan his frightening thoughts, another arch enemy seems to materialize out of nowhere.
It's a vulture. One of my first most dangerous. I mean, he's not really dangerous. He's just a old guy in a suit.
Yeah.
Super powered foes. Is he really there? Or I can't afford to take a chance if he is real. I'm in deadly danger. But he's so silent, so wraith-like, just like the others. Still, he's coming closer. I gotta stop him with my webbing. He vanished! Oh God! Just like the others. He must have been a figment of my imagination as also. But what happened to me now? Now that I can't even trust my eyes or my senses.
Mm-hmm.
I can't go to Jameson now. Can't afford to be near anyone. Can't let others see what's happening to me. And what if it gets worse? What if cats and dogs start living together? Mass hysteria. What if I'm forced to work at Publix? What if I lose control completely? What if I can't tell what's real and what's imaginary? And what if Zach starts reading for Luke Cage? Oh no! What if I
Just too far. Everything else was believable. Then you said that.
Yes.
What if I just start attacking innocent people, thinking they're dangerous criminals? I'd have to be locked up, put away with Clint. I love you.
Clint, I love you.
I gotta stop thinking about it. Maybe I just need some rest. That's it. A chance to clear my mind. A good night's sleep. How's it going, little Rhaegar?
Oh no.
I've probably been working too hard and worrying too much. It can't be anything more than that. It mustn't be.
But then, quite by accident, the tormented youth glances toward the mirror and sees.
It's worse than I thought. I'm a white man. Oh, God. I must be in a complete state of shock. A state of complete shock. You've heard it both ways.
Yes,
You
yes,
should have said white as a Zach.
yes.
I'm a ghost. Wait, I'm a Zach. But how did it happen so suddenly? I was feeling fine. Or I imagined I was. Footsteps must be in me. Can't let her see me this way.
This way, Otto.
My eyes, look at me. I'm Peter Lorre.
Uh-huh.
Daddy.
I'm not your daddy. I'm Peter Lorre.
I'm your daddy.
Are we in this comic?
No, Alicia. We're never in the comics anymore.
Yes. Oh, Peter, are you in there? I thought you might like some milk and a nice piece of cake.
I can still make it with my spider speed if I use the other door and avoid the old bat. I don't think she saw me, but I can't worry about that. Now, I need help. I go fast. Oh, God, I need to hit fast. Oh.
Or he ran out and left the door wide open behind him. That just isn't like Peter. Maybe I need to change my coffee. I'm sure he heard me, yet he dashed out without even answering. Something must be troubling the poor boy. If only he'd confide in me and let me help him. Why are most teenagers so reluctant to confide in those who love them?
Is he having a heart attack? Wait, that's not a bad idea.
Meanwhile,
Luckily, this Globe newspaper that's way better than Bugle mentioned Dr. Rinehart's home address in its article. I've got to see him. Can't put it off any longer. Hope he's at home. But if he isn't, I'll go in and wait. I have no other choice. Ring!
The door is open. Please come in and be seated. Thank you.
Oh, wow. He's got one of those new automatic door answering service in the 1965.
My bad. This is Carlton, your doorman.
Telegram.
Telegram.
One of those two. I must get cold feet now. I've got to go through it. There's no other way. Even though he's never met me, Dr. Rinehart predicted I'd crack up. He must understand my case better than I do. That door at the end of the hall just swung open. There's a light from their room. He must be in there watching sports ball.
Uh-huh.
Wow, it's a 3-point game.
I've always feared seeing a psychiatrist before, or people who watch sports.
Yeah.
Unless I discover my true identity, that else I don't watch sports. But this time I must take the chance. Wow, a white goldfish.
Uh-huh. But then, as he reaches the doorway and prepares inside, the costume crusader cannot repress an involuntary cry of alarm, as his heart seems to sink within him.
Oh no! No, not any but this, not again!
Oh no.
Dalton and LK doing a bad comic beatdown!
Uh-huh.
Oh no! Everything's upside down! But I'm not standing on the ceiling! I know of it if I were on the ceiling, or would I? It's another hallucination! I can't stop imagining things!
That's right, dear boy. You saw my white goldfish. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Dr. Ludwig Richmond. Come in, Spider-Man.
Yes.
I have been most anxious to meet you, you unfortunate fellow. I'm sorry I did not bring a European accent with me, but do not be afraid.
It wouldn't fit in the luggage.
That's right. Samsonite, strong enough for a gorilla. I shall do my best to help you.
No, it's too late for help. I'm going. I gotta run. I gotta get away. Get so far away. And hide before I lose my mind completely.
What is wrong? What has frightened you? Come back. You will be safe here in my arms.
I can't take the chance. I might turn on you. Think you're someone else. I might attack you. Oh, dear God, I might actually start watching baseball with you. I can't trust myself any longer. I don't like the Reds.
But then, upon reaching the entrance hall again, the panicky crime fighter finds...
Oh, now I'm imagining things. Now that I'm imagining that, this is upside down too. The hallucinations are coming faster and faster. I can't control them. I must remain here. I don't dare run out into the street among all those innocent people.
Mm-hmm. And so the anguished lad turns back, his head spinning, his heart beating wildly, dazed and confused for so long it's not true, not knowing where to turn, not knowing what to believe.
That's better, my aunt friend. Come with me to the chasm,
I knew it.
and we will make beautiful music together.
Uh-huh.
Don't let anyone harm me. Don't let me harm anyone else. Please, please, please help Dalton find the period.
Yes.
You ask the impossible.
Yes.
Dalton cannot find the period.
Yes.
He's been searching for years.
Yes.
But as to your other problem, of course I won't. I want to examine you, probe you, learn what's troubling you. A case like yours will make medical histoire. Never before has a trained analyst. Oh,
Analyst.
there's that probed word again.
Yeah.
Trained analyst probe.
Must you go there?
I got Stark Loop.
The subconscious of a superpowered celebrity like you. But first, I must have your complete nudity. You must see that there's nothing to fear except fear itself. I stole that from a European.
Mm-hmm.
Look around you. Everything is perfectly normal, is it not?
Yes, perhaps it is. It isn't hopeless. Pixel didn't fall asleep. Maybe Puppy's still here.
I'm gone. Bye.
Nothing is hopeless. Now come with me.
At the same time?
And you'll see a world of pure imagination.
Oh, I'm creeped out more.
This
Into your imagination.
This is my consulting room. It will be a haven for us.
Wow, everything is normal here. Also, but how I know how long it'll last? I mean, well,
Well, if it lasts 4 hours, call me.
I was talking about like as far as Marvel comics being normal again. How long will this last? I've been imagining all sorts of strange things. I can't tell what's real any longer. The hallucinations just keep coming and going and coming and going.
Of course. It is to be expected. You have been leading a double existence for too long. Your mind can no longer stand the strain. You're in grave need of prolonged psychotherapy and probing.
Doctor! Tell me the news! I got a bad case of loving you. I see them. Again! Coming out of the walls like Puppetine. My old enemies! About to attack me. They're all around us.
So is love, dear boy. You must relax. I see nothing. I hear nothing. I think we're alone now. There doesn't seem to be anyone else around.
Can you assure me that?
I assure you.
Surely you can.
My God, my fingers are huge.
Why do they seem so real? I can see them. I tell you. I see them as clearly as I see you.
It is merely another symptom of your schizophrenia. Sit back. Shut your eyes.
Oh, not daring to disobey. Spider-Man does as he is told, and then seconds
Yes.
later.
They're gone. They vanished just like our audience.
Yep.
Just as they did before the other night.
Of course. This means there's still a chance for Bad Comic Beatdown to pick up a few viewers.
Uh-huh.
Their brains are not yet completely divorced from everyday reality.
Uh-huh.
Now lie down on the couch and let your mind go blank. I shall begin your treatment immediately.
Yes.
I must do as he says. I must trust him. After all, he does seem very trusty, and he has that accent that Trusty does.
Mm-hmm.
I have no one else to turn to.
And he kicked your side.
But now we must turn our attention to the offices of the Daily Bugle once again, although only for a short time.
Oh, I haven't had a line in so long. I wonder how much overtime I'll have to put in tonight. I've got to see you, Mr. Jameson. Oh, here comes Foswell. He looks upset.
I wouldn't complain about lines. The next reading, you'll be hear voices getting
I know. It's about Ludwig Rinehart. Oh no! And after all the write-ups I gave him in my paper, I'll be a laughing stock again. Pardon me. He said something about Dr. Rinehart, but all I could hear was ... What could it have been?
I think he said it isn't really a doctor.
Well, that's probably in the next panel. Contact the press room. Kill the new feature that we're running about him. I'm going to go see him myself. Yes, sir, Mr. Jameson. JJ looks furious. What could Boswell possibly have told him?
JJ Hunsaker?
Well, he's definitely not fast, but he might be furious.
Yes.
Drat the luck. Now I'll have to stay here till Mr. Jameson returns. I can't leave his office deserted. I wonder where Peter is, what he's doing. Hope he's not still angry with me.
Well, one thing she can't do to pass the time is paint her nails.
Yep.
Oh, she also needs to get a new haircut.
Yep. Meanwhile, it seems that Peter Parker is the subject of many thoughts.
The dog? Is it his dog?
If Parker and Liz are out together, I'll bump into him sooner or later. And when I do, I'll make that clown wish he had stuck to his books instead of trying to make time with my gal.
My gal. And then, as so often happens in life, the long arm of coincidence reaches out and...
This is the place!
That's Jonah Jameson, not worthy of 3 J's.
You son of a bitch!
The guy who's always knocking Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And hello to Amy.
Hey, Mr. Jameson, only worthy of 1 J. Why don't you stop picking on Spider-Man in your paper?
Yes.
I'm president of his Forest Hills fan club, and I want to protest the policy of...
Beat it, kid! If you've got a gripe, write me a letter with 3 J's.
You know, I'm starting to realize why they didn't label the color. It's because look at the cigar again. It's changed colors again.
Mm-hmm.
It's
like
a mood cigar.
It's like Richard Lewis's mole in
They were big in the 70s.
purple. Now it's brown.
That's a fine way to talk to one of your readers. I even used to deliver your papers after school. But not anymore. Not since I found out I couldn't read. Not since you've been trying to steam people up against Spidey.
Okay. My heart bleeds for you. Now get lost! That's all I need. A teenage fanatic needling me at a time like this. Well, I'll listen when I go inside Rinehart's house.
Why don't you pick on the useless Human Torch for a while? Or those nutty X-Men?
Well, why don't you go play in traffic like those sucky Inhumans should?
Hey!
I mean, you could have said like his dog is because you let the dog over there.
Yeah, the dog is running around loose.
Good. The door's unlocked. I won't have to listen to that oddball outside while I wait for someone to open it. Wait, did he just say the X-Men? That's awful racist of you.
Also, look at it's a yellow fish and a green fish. Before they were just white fish.
They're mood fish.
I haven't seen one
Blue
blue fish.
too.
Fish.
Where's my
Hey,
red
look.
fish?
Look, there's a light in the back room. He must be in there. And What I've got to say to him can't wait. I'm going in now.
Don't do it, Jameson.
I've got to do it. I gotta find out if what Foswell told me was true. And if it was, Rinehart will be sorry he ever heard of J. Jonah Jameson.
And another thing,
Oh,
I may get some friends together and Wilson Pickett your paper.
Wicked Wilson Pickett. While in the room ahead, we find
The root of your problem is, of course, your dual identity.
oh, here we go.
But if you were to make your true identity known, much of the strain would be gone.
I can't. I must never tell who I really am. Aunt May would die. I mean, oh shit. I would. William Hurt. Too many people.
Really? And do you honestly think anyone would miss your aunt?
Otto would.
I think the
Scams!
CB Blue Booski would miss her.
Most interesting. Tell me who they are, and I'll be the judge.
Well, there's the Marvel editor staff, that currently at Marvel Comics that just love Aunt May more to death.
By the way, is that charming Heather Anto still there?
No, but Alex Alonso is coming back.
He is?
No, see, gotcha.
After all, you know you can trust me, don't you? You know I'm the only one who can help you. And you know you'll have to give up being Spider-Man.
No.
Yes.
It's the only way to save yourself and prolong this reading.
Uh-huh.
The only way to keep from going completely mad.
Peter Parker, Spider-Man. Yes, you're right. Also, your hand's nice and warm, and so is your body. Thank you. I feel more relaxed. Anything would be better than having these hallucinations. It won't do me any good being Spider-Man
Yes.
if I lose my mind in the process. Hold me closer, Tony Danza.
Yes. But then just that most crucial, that most fateful moment.
Rinehart! I want to talk to you, you fibbing phony! I found out all about you. You're no doctor. You've got no license. You're a fraud.
Jameson! Stay away! Don't come in now! Wait outside. I only need another few minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Hour two?
Yep.
And that.
I don't care what you need, you crook. I want to... What? Spider-Man!
Yes.
What are you doing here? What's going on? Oh, I get it now. You two must be in cahoots. You're in cahoots with that fraud. I should have guessed it all the time.
What do you mean calling Dr. Rinehart a fraud? He was just holding me close and stroking my back and telling me I'm a good boy.
He was holding you close like Tony Danza. We got it.
No, don't listen to him. You mustn't.
And then just when it seems that things simply can't get any more confusing.
I heard someone shout Spider-Man's name.
That was me.
Yes.
There you are. If you're in trouble, Spidey, I'll help you. I've always dreamed of fighting at your side.
Flash! You lovable big lug. Thank you. Beat the shit out of him.
Shit. Everything's ruined. I've got to escape.
Let go of me, you teenage psychopath, before I call your keeper.
Keeper.
I'll trigger the control on my dummy hearing aid to create a diversion.
Oh, no, you don't, Rinehart. You're not getting away until I find out what this is about, until you get these hands.
Uh-huh.
There are more of those hallucinations again, but somehow they look unreal now. They're not bothering me the way they did.
Stop! Wait!
Shut up, old man.
Hey, what's going on here?
What's going on? Racing through the adjacent office in pursuit of his quarry, Spidey sees.
Cue the Benny Hill music. I, Spider-Man,
Yes,
the amazing Spider-Man,
yes.
wasn't imagining things. The furniture is nailed to the ceiling. Everything is upside down.
I came so close. If not for Jameson, 1J, I would have had him.
You son of a bitch!
Jameson and his meddling kids.
And welcome to hour 2.
Yay!
A minute and 40 seconds ago.
Well, yes. Suddenly regaining his confidence, the masked web spinner makes a flying tackle with the ease and precision of old.
And the line, Buster. If your face doesn't get smashed into the ground, you've got a lot of explaining to do.
You got a lot of explaining to do, Lucy. Then yielding to a sudden impulse, Spider-Man
Yes.
grasps the psychiatrist's hair and gives it a sharp yank, revealing,
How could I have been so asleep at the switch? Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're the host of the Madman in the Box. Oh, you guessing sooner. It's my old enemy, Doc Ock.
No.
Hey!
Mysterio, the governor of Mystic Effects and startling illusion.
And governor of the monologue. Minutes later,
What kind of place is this? What kind of fuddy-duddy funhouse? Oh, who's that? Wait, I recognize him.
He's all yours, dumbass. I got the whole story out of him. He's just dying to tell you, too. From now on, we better pick our doctors a lot more characterly. Also, nice try, Mysterio. Better luck next time. Cheerio. But not too much better. Because will always be superior to you.
mhm.
For I am superior Spider-Man.
Yes.
Oh, wait, I guess it is. Okay.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Then, realizing his intricate scheme has failed completely, Mysterio Salius explains to the mystified, this time I'll give you 3 J's, J. Jonah Jameson and wide-eyed Flash Thompson.
Finally!
Oh, dear Lord, here we
The
go.
Mysterio is ready to monologue.
Yeah.
I've been
Here we
waiting for
go.
this monologue.
Yes.
I've wanted revenge on Spider-Man
Yes.
for years. He's too strong to fight man to man, mano a mano. But I felt I, Mysterio, could beat him if I, Mysterio, made him lose confidence in himself. If I, Mysterio, made him think he was cracking up. But Mysterio, had to choose the right moment. I, Mysterio, waited and waited. And then,
We're waiting.
when the Daily Bugle started printing those interviews about him, I, Mysterio, felt the time had come. So I, Mysterio, posed as a psychiatrist. I, Car Stereo, watched him from a safe distance, operating my mechanical cat and bat. Tom King looked on with interest, and my special movies of his former foes. It was simple to arrange the trick offices. I, Mysterio,
Mm-hmm.
merely used duplicates. And by the
Oh, I
time
guess-
he
I guess
reached here, he was so agitated. He, Spider-Man,
Yes.
was in a state of mind where he, Spider-Man,
Yes.
believe anything. It was all perfect. It should not have failed.
And you missed a little bit of your monologue.
Yeah, up the very top part, right corner. This
What?
part, yeah.
Oh,
start-
I, hysteria, planted doubts and fear in he, Spider-Man's mind.
Yes.
I, Wisteria Lane, knew he wouldn't be suspicious if I, Dominic Mysterio, played my cards right, and it almost worked. My illusion succeeded perfectly.
Now you can go to the next panel. If there is one.
Dear God, there's more. I got nothing. Only needed another few seconds. I, Mysterio, was about to make him Spider-Man.
Yes.
Him Spider-Man. I, Mysterio, have learned his true identity. I, Mysterio, have defeated him forever. But he, Spider-Man,
Yes.
was saved at the last minute. Saved by you.
It was you, Dad. It was you.
You, Mysterio, mean if I hadn't burst in just then,
Who's
if
I?
I hadn't interrupted when I did, Spider-Man
Yes.
Yes.
would have finally been defeated.
Yep.
I've hated him for years. Years. What issue? What issue is this?
24.
Yes.
Oh.
A couple years.
Like,
It's been 2 years. It's 1965.
I've planned a million schemes to discredit him, to defeat him, to destroy him once and for all. And now, when you were about to do it for me, I ruined everything.
So good old Spidey wins again. He beat Mysterio, and you, J. Jonah Jameson.
Hey, Jonah, jackass.
Yeah, that 4Js. Where the fuck is 4J?
Right
The
there.
one who helped him. What a gig. What a gas. Wait till I, Eugene Flash Thompson, tell the gang.
Look at that Gil Kane nose.
No, I feel like bad, but then you said your name's Eugene. Ha ha!
What a day. What a triumph. I, Eugene, I'm proud of it. Flash Thompson actually saw my idol in action. He even spoke to me. Even if he did call me a dumbass, he spoke to me. Boy, even that useless, sneaky, meat-headed Peter Parker couldn't spoil the way I feel now. Wahoo!
Mm-hmm. Then a short time later. I'll let you take that, Eric. The first.
Hello! How about joining the rest of us girls? For a soda, Liz. We're looking for Clint.
Yes. I'd love to, Connie. I'm just in the mood. Oh, no, I can't. There's Peter Parker. I've got to talk to him. Oh, Petey, how about helping me with my science lessons in biology now? Can you spare the time?
Peter, I love you.
You're two-timer. I thought you loved Clint.
Any port in the storm, dearie?
You hussy.
Sure, Ladybug. I guess so.
Yeah, that looks kind of like a ladybug print.
It's quite shocking, isn't it?
Yeah. His vest is definitely shocking.
Well, how do you like that? She left me flat to go off with puny Parker. I've got a good mind to tell Eugene Flash Thompson about this.
Uh-huh. I think it's so sweet of you to offer to help me, Petey.
Yeesh. I wish he wouldn't call me Petey.
While waiting patiently at Peter's home, we find if only I knew what was bothering Peter. The boy has no mother or father. I'm the only one to look after him. If only he'd let me. And then,
Hi, Aunt May. I, Peter Parker, just wanted to tell you and May, I'll, Peter Parker, be over at Liz Allen's house for the next little while. I'm going to do some studying with her.
oh, hello, Mrs. Parker. Oh, Peter, I was wondering where you were. If you were all right. I was saying,
We
Peter
said,
Parker. I
no,
was wondering where you, Peter Parker, were. If you, Peter Parker, were all right.
no, you screwed up again. It's
How about-
alt, right?
Well, shush.
No, she's not gonna give in to that junk. That fetal
Well,
stuff.
she is kind of feeble-minded. She wouldn't get the joke.
Yes. I was so worried about you.
Gosh, that's alt-right. I forgot. I ran up here like a shot in the dark without explaining to Aunt May. She must have been really upset. Oh well.
Oh, you look perfectly Larry fine to me now, dear. But you mustn't give me such frights.
My chin gets longer every time you do.
Yes, indeed.
By the way, Aunt May, Anna Watson came over and she took your hooch.
That bitch.
Medicinal purposes.
You hussy, you bitch. You've been two-timing Otto. After all, Peter, you're all I have left in the world. If anything should ever happen to you.
Ah, gee, Aunt May. You really are embarrassing me. What the hell's wrong with you, old lady? Liz is right here. I'm about to score.
With Lizzo?
Well, not that one. Ugh. I'm sorry I rushed out that way before. Honest. I promise I won't do it again.
Uh-huh.
Don't you worry about a thing. I'm just fine. Okay? Hey, she's smiling again. Good. I hate to see her worry. I mean,
Yeah. All right, Peter, dear. You run along with your long lady trollop. I'll wait up till you come home.
you bet she's not a trollop. She's just a two-timer. That's all.
Mm-hmm. Huh, I'm making progress at last. I finally have Petey all to myself for a while. He's so much more interesting than that empty-headed Flash.
Why is he looking at me?
Mm-hmm.
He says this. I'd rather be spending time with Betty. If she's gonna keep on writing to Ned Leeds behind my back, I'll show her. Gosh, I just remembered something. I still haven't earned that extra money I wanted to give May.
Thus our tale is finally ended for now. As we reluctantly, I don't think so. I don't think reluctantly, leave our little cast of characters until next issue. Nothing conclusive has been settled between Peter and Betty, or between our hero and Flash Thompson, or indeed between anyone. And yet, isn't that the way of life? We never know what surprises are around the corner. Watching all the girls go by. And neither does the youth called Spider-Man.
Yes.
Yes.
We want. Oh, sorry.
That's it.
Okay. We want to thank you so much for joining us. We ask you to please like, comment, and subscribe. It helps out the channel a lot. We are running late. We gotta go read X-Men. Join us there. Goodbye.